What does music mean to you? You just recently had a baby.
Yes.
So, during the time of your pregnancy, how were you still able to perform?
I performed until I had 8 months pregnancy.
What? Every black person in this world find out you have a trace. You should find your trace in Africa. Have you tried to find one?
Well, I did the DNA test. It's DNA
test?
ancestry.
Ancestry, yeah.
Yeah, 42% of my, ancestors,
ancestry?
coming from Yoruba land. In Cuba, we have the Yoruba culture.
In Cuba?
Yes.
You don't eat any Vietnamese food?
No soups, no noodles.
Soup, she ends up in hospital.
What?
Yes.
African roots. African roots.
And I hope you're gonna sing with us, okay?
In the first part of this episode 11 of African Roots in Vietnam, we met with Victoria Queen, a Cuban national singer-songwriter who has been living in Vietnam for the past 2.5 years. So far, how has the experience been for you? How would you say Vietnam has treated you?
Đừng hỏi em vì sao tình yêu ta úa màu, đừng trả em vì sao sắc mơ tầng màu.
So how do you, like, if you want to do your groceries, if you want to go shopping in Vietnamese shops, how do you cope with that?
In English, some Vietnamese people, they speak English, but if they don't speak English,
So you're done.
they speak.
This is the second part of the interview. And do you know, you are not just the only one scared. I always tell people this: once you are coming into a Vietnamese shop as a foreigner, the thing is, once they see you, especially in shops where they don't speak English, they're already freaking out.
Yeah.
So some will start.
They start to gossiping it. I guess they are, telling each other, I don't speak English, you go, and they speak with
No,
her.
I've seen that happen. Now let me explain to you what they say. It's very funny, but it's true. You will hear, I've been in shops where I pretended not to understand Vietnamese. And then they were very free to say a lot of things in my presence without knowing that I was hearing or understanding what they were saying. I pretended not to understand. So the other one went first and was like, Ủa? Cái ăn nước ngoài này, anh đi vô mà có ai biết nói tiếng Việt đâu. We're like, this guy is a foreigner, he's coming into our shop. Nobody knows how to speak English here. How can we sell to him? I was sitting there and they were going at each other. This one was like, You went to school to learn English. Now it's time to practice your English.
And just speak
quiet.
Vietnamese suddenly to them, no?
No, I kept quiet and
You
waited
wait.
till they kept. Nobody came to me to ask me what I wanted to buy. Then the other one decided that they will call Miss Chang. Miss Chang is like the manager of the place. Or no, the girl, they said she understands English. And then Miss Chang, I was there waiting for Miss Chang. So when she came, I was like, oh, you are Chang. Oh, you're the one to speak English. How are you? He said, I'm fine. Oh, I said, wow, you can understand English. Yeah, yes, I talk English. I talk English, not good. But you talk me English. I talk my friend talk you tiếng Việt. I talk you English, okay? I said, okay, cool. But I just pointed to one thing. I didn't even point. I just said, I want to buy something like this. He said, what? I'm not sorry. What did he say? Then the other girls now ask her, who are you asking? You were brought here to speak English. It's such a funny story. Then suddenly I just spoke in Vietnamese to them. All of them were like, they wanted to kill me. They were like, so you can speak Vietnamese and you
couldn't understand all what they say before.
Everything they said, I understood all of it.
Oh my God.
And from that day onwards, they became like my sisters. Like every time I go there, even when I don't go there, they see me on the road, they wave me and They always did that. That's the good thing. That's one of the beautiful things I love about Vietnam. Sometimes people don't understand the reactions and some of the way people talk to you, but it's all lost in translation. It's all lost in them not understanding you and you not understanding them. And
many times,
once you've already put up a wall, like maybe they are going to say something bad, you're already angry even before they say something. So naturally, you will react negatively once they start saying something, even though what they are saying, it's not bad. So I think it's a natural thing sometimes that people who don't understand the language gets offended sometimes, especially us, the black people.
Yeah.
Get offended that
because we don't know.
We don't know what they are saying. You think maybe they are actually laughing at you. And you get upset. But I tell you, sometimes though, some people say something wrong, but sometimes it's not exactly what we were thinking they are saying that they are saying.
Sometimes I've been in the world, singing or in the street, and I see, 2 or 3 people gossiping and watching me. And I can understand what they say. I say, "Xin chào."
Yeah.
Hello, everything's okay?
All right, now coming to personal life, you just recently had a baby.
Yes.
So during the time of your pregnancy, how were you still able to perform?
I performed until I had 8 months pregnancy.
What?
Yeah.
You still going on stage like that?
Yes.
Fully pregnant?
Yes. It was a nice experience.
Who are you? If I drink so much beer that my belly is swelling up, I can't even walk 2 miles. And then you were going to perform on stage with 8 months pregnancy.
Yeah, I was feeling good.
That's incredible.
Yes.
How's your baby doing now?
Very well.
What's his name?
Mateo.
Mateo is how old again? He's how old again? How old is he now?
2 months now.
2 months.
2 months, 1 week. Yeah.
Have you started going back on stage? Have you started performing?
Yes.
Again?
1 month exactly after I gave birth. I was feeling just good. I'm feeling good.
What is
Thanks
music?
to God.
What is music to you? What does music mean to you?
Music, I think, is what makes people, to be on tune. I don't know if I'm letting me, yeah.
No, you're correct. It makes people united. It brings people closer together.
Yeah.
And how has music helped you in Vietnam so far? How has your music, how has it helped you? What has it done for you in Vietnam? Has it brought you? Do you have Vietnamese friends now?
Yeah, but music has allowed me, represent my country.
Okay.
My Latin roots. People love people here. Vietnamese love Latin people. And sometimes I say I'm Latin and they don't believe me. They think I'm from Africa.
Yeah.
Because they think, some people think that, a dark.
Dark skin, all dark skins. But it's
coming
true.
from Africa.
Every black person in this world, find out you have a trace. You should find your trace in Africa. No, you should have an African heritage. Have you tried to find one?
Well, I did the DNA test. It's DNA ancestry.
Ancestry, yeah.
Yeah. And
where are you from? This is very interesting for me to know. Where are you from?
It says that 42% of my, ancestors, coming from Yoruba land.
Yoruba land, guys. Yoruba is a tribe. Yoruba, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Yoruba is a tribe. In Nigeria, they have about 200 and something tribes, but there are 3 main tribes: Igbo, Hausa, and Yoruba. Those are the 3 main tribes and 3 main languages. English is our universal language, but Yoruba is one of the big 3. And once you're from Yoruba, I grew up in a Yoruba state called Lagos State in Nigeria. So I understand. I grew up with Yoruba language.
Wow.
Yoruba has a language. Do you even research, once you found out that you are Yoruba from Yoruba land, did you ever research?
There's a lot of people there,
Yeah. Have you ever been to any part of Africa?
Area? No, never.
Never been to any part of Africa. And now you were told.
The father of my father,
my grandfather?
Yeah. Is from Haiti.
Haiti.
But I never met him,
Okay.
I think he died before I was born.
Yeah. But you've never ever been to Africa.
I would like.
And now, as your DNA suggests, you are my sister. If you
I wanna go there.
You should.
And to see,
You should.
Probably I will
see
find
your
some
sisters and your brothers. You
cousins or
members.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, you should. Do you know if you are in Lagos now, or if you are from Osun State or from Ogun State in Nigeria, they will probably give you a name like Fatima or Ibukun Ola. Blessing of God. Ibukun.
In Cuba, we have the Yoruba culture.
In Cuba?
Yes.
There's a Yoruba culture?
Yeah.
No, you're kidding.
Yeah.
What is the culture? What is it?
I don't know the word in English.
Yeah.
Is doing jobs with chickens and.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
They have a Yoruba culture.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
I invite you to Google.
The Ifa divination system, which makes use of an extensive corpus of texts and mathematical formulas, is practiced among Yoruba communities and by the African diaspora in the Americas and the Caribbean. The word Ifa refers to the mystical figure Ifa and Oromila, regarded by the Yoruba as the deity of wisdom and intellectual development. In contrast to other forms of divination in the region that employ spirit mediumship, Ifa divination does not rely on a person having oracular powers, but rather on a system of signs that are interpreted by a diviner. The Ifa priest, or Babalawo, literally the chief priest. So, have you ever researched if you can learn any of the Yoruba languages?
Never,
Not even hello.
Nothing.
So if I say Baoni, do you know what that means?
No. I'm lost.
Baoni in Yoruba means how are you? Yes.
How is it?
Baoni.
Baoni? Oh, Baoni.
Shedadani. Is everything alright with you?
Wow. Just that?
Very easy.
So short like that?
Very easy. Yoruba is super easy to learn. Kilon shele. What is happening?
Wow, too much. You are prepared in this life, Vietnamese, English.
There are so much more
Yoruba.
languages. There are so much more languages that I can speak.
Wow.
But Yoruba is a very big tribe, and they are very rich in culture in Nigeria. So, and aside from Nigeria, there are some other Yoruba extended to some other. If you go to you see, majority of the citizens in London right now they can speak Yoruba as a language. Yeah. In London, in UK. There is a very majority Yoruba community in UK.
Wow.
Than any other country that I can think of. Yeah, so Yoruba is a very big language.
If one of them makes, in the future, the DNA ancestry, that could appear to me if they are relative, they could appear in my app.
Oh really? If they are your relatives.
Has appeared one cousin in London or whatever.
London, from Australia, from Yoruba has a lot of cultures and a lot of traditions. So I am so pumped that you are from Yoruba, because that's like my childhood. That's like where I'm still living. That's where I have my address. I'm from a different tribe in Nigeria called Igbo, but I spent most of my life in Lagos, which is Yoruba is the native language there. So you are my sister.
Wow.
See how small the world is. Such a small place. Such a small place.
Yeah.
I could easily see you in Lagos or in Osun State or in Abeokuta, walking along the streets. Nobody will know you're not from there, because, to be honest with you, first time I saw, I was like, no, maybe she's probably from Nigeria. Somebody said, no, she doesn't even speak English. I was like, what? She's Latino. That's how beautiful life is.
Yeah.
Because you never know where you're coming from. All you guys are in the West. You think you're from United States. They call you African American. They call you Black American. Trust me, you are all from Africa, one way or the other.
Yeah.
Aunque no pueda verte.
I had a baby with that amount of hair.
His hair was so long, right? Like a girl's hair, right?
People ask me, is it a boy or a girl? Because, because of the hair.
What were you? Why do you have to ask me?
She made a beautiful song about him,
Oh, really?
Before he was born, we made a little video, and she wrote this beautiful song about the expectation of meeting her son, and
really?
And it's really beautiful, actually.
Aunque no pueda verte, me basta consentirte para confesarte que me tienes enamorada y no existen las palabras para describir esta magia. Y te sueño y te pienso cuando te haces notar desde adentro.
What's the song all about?
Huh?
What is the song all about?
It's about it's called Blind Date.
I mean, what is the title of the song in Spanish?
Cita a ciegas.
Cita a ciegas.
Blind Date.
Blind date.
All the feelings when he was inside me.
Yeah.
And expecting to meet his face.
Mm-hmm.
All about it.
To see his
And
face.
that's your first baby, right? I can understand the emotions were super high then, and you used it to make a song. That's a beautiful thing, and he will grow up to.
You know, I love him even before
He was born.
meet him. Yeah,
So that was why you titled the song "A Blind Date," because
Yeah.
you already loved him before you even met him.
yeah,
That's a
It
beautiful.
comes across very strongly too. It's a really beautiful song.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Victoria's
I put
A
in
great
it two
songwriter.
titles.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know, and she has a beautiful sense of melody. Really, 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 really
he
special.
always, you know, give me some promotion.
No, but it's true. She's her melodies are really.
I'm a
really
songwriter
beautiful.
too. I have some original music, but you know, I'm working here, you know, in Vietnam, doing covers, what people like the most, you know, top 40s in the music. But I can write some music.
so but what is it? What is it? What can you say? I mean, like, are you planning to stay here for longer, or what is your plan?
We
Because I
don't
have
know.
to ask you guys.
We like Vietnam, you know, but we don't know, you know, now this situation with COVID and everything, you know. We would like to go to Australia to see his parents,
Of course.
you know,
Since you guys got
meet more
married,
family.
To go back to her, to Cuba to see
wanna
her
go back,
parents because
yeah.
no one's met our baby.
Yeah,
yeah.
But we're very
but it's
happy.
impossible. I got my ticket to go to Cuba in August.
In August.
Yeah, but I couldn't, you know,
Couldn't, of course, nobody was.
for COVID
No
and
one's
everything.
flying.
Yeah.
No one's flying anywhere.
But what's the long term plan like? Are you guys settled in Vietnam, or
At the moment,
even if you
we-
travel to meet your parents or her parents, are you planning to come back here, or
Well, I actually like it here. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a really great place to live, and one of the reasons I like it is that it's affordable.
okay?
You know, but I'd like to live by the sea in Vietnam. I
course.
prefer not to live in a landlocked city.
He wants to
Yeah,
go
I
to
can
Da
see
Nang,
that.
Nha Trang.
I want to live
Da Nang.
in the beaches between, you know,
He's waking up.
yeah, the beaches between maybe Da Nang and Hoi An,
Yeah.
along that coast there. There's
Yeah.
some beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
I'd like to live maybe up there.
Aside,
Nang.
aside your family, your beautiful wife, and your super cute baby, what is it about Vietnam that intrigues you, that you love?
Well, it's a place that I've never ever thought that I would live. You know,
Really?
it really came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Your wife brought you here, then?
Well, we sort of made a decision.
Yeah.
Because
Women always have their ways.
well, we were sitting there. We were sort of sitting in Cuba, and she was with a group in Cuba,
Okay.
and things were stagnating there. You know, in Cuba, and it was more and more difficult.
But when
I mean, and I always felt that she had real potential to do well as an artist
Yeah,
outside of
in Cuba it was impossible, you know.
In Cuba, it's impossible
At
to
that
earn
time.
money. It's a
Yeah.
very poor country.
yes.
Yeah,
It's very difficult.
there are no job opportunities, you know.
Yeah.
We tried to get her papers to work as a solo artist in
Okay.
Cuba,
Yeah.
and this was an undertaking that took about 6 or 8 months.
Wow.
Yeah,
She's singing nearly every day. She's
Oh, yeah.
performing, you know, 5, 6, 7 times. Before COVID, she was sometimes performing in 3 or 4 clubs in one night. here.
One
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, she was doing really, really well. I mean, so her skills as a performer
has
have
improved.
developed
Yeah.
enormously since she's come here to Vietnam.
No.
Working with live bands here, you know.
Do you let me now bring it to food. Do you get your local dishes from Cuba to Vietnam, or can you source for the ingredients right here in Vietnam?
I can find some.
Some,
Yeah.
but not all of them. But what are you as a family? What are your go-to menu, like dish?
Here, Cuban food.
Cuban food.
Rice, beans,
We're on the Cuban
chicken.
diet, yeah.
Yeah.
She's allergic to MSG, so
Okay.
that rules out a lot of
Yeah.
Vietnamese food.
Oh, so you don't eat any Vietnamese
No soups,
She
no
has soup,
noodles.
she ends up in hospital.
food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
MSG.
you? Do you eat any
I can eat it,
Vietnamese?
but I don't eat it that much, but she doesn't eat the Vietnamese food because of the MSG problem,
MSG.
Oh,
you know, and it's really hard to find a place that doesn't use it in the
Exactly.
Yeah, I need to ask every time I go to a Vietnamese restaurant. I need to ask, do you use MSG?
do they even understand
No,
what
no, no.
MSG
Are you sure? Because if you use MSG, I will go straight away to the hospital. Okay, let me
Everything,
check.
right?
But do they understand what MSG is?
Is that salt that they put in
That's
the
what I'm
soups?
saying. When you say MSG, do they understand you?
I need to go to Google, glutamate.
It's like, number 627 or something.
No,
Yeah.
21.
Okay, it's listed on the ingredients of packets of food.
Yeah.
Of 620 something.
Oh.
And in Vietnamese food, it's in just about everything.
Everything, huh?
In Google, I go there and I put MSG in Vietnamese, so it's like mi ching,
What?
mi ching.
Meeting?
I say, oh, mi ching. Okay. I say, if you put in my food, I will go straight away to the hospital.
Mi
Please don't put MSG. Okay.
Vậy là em không ăn mì chính được đúng không?
What's that?
So you cannot eat any food that contains MSG, right?
Just
This is crazy. I mean, we didn't discover that until we arrived here.
Whoa.
Because they never use that kind of
Yeah,
in Cuba.
in Cuba.
Yeah, it's
In
not.
Cuba,
they
never. We don't use that.
What type of seasoning do you use for Cuban food? What type of seasoning do you use for Cuban food?
We use natural ingredients.
Salt and pepper, man. It's not.
Salt, pepper, garlic, onion.
It's very basic. It's
Yeah.
like it's not. Cuban
So you,
food is
like-
not like.
But Cuban
it's
food,
not like the.
but Cuban food has a good flavor with that. I don't know why here they use that salt to enhance the flavor.
I'm gonna try
Of the
Cuban
food.
food one of these days.
I can invite you.
I'm going to take you up on that.
Okay.
Seriously, I'm going to take you up on that. You just make me one very delicious Cuban dish. I can review it because I've tried so many dishes from different countries. I've never
Doesn't
tried one from
disappoint.
Cuba. I've never tried
That's the
one.
next date.
And you are from Yoruba. You are my sister. You know how to make Cuban dish. I'm coming back for that. I will definitely make a video review of Cuban dish.
Okay.
I will. So make
Okay.
sure it's good because I'm going
I will
to.
note it.
All right, now that's where we draw the curtain on today's episode of African Roots in Vietnam with Victoria Queen and her husband Paul. We have been so blessed with the stories from her music career, her journey to Vietnam, and especially getting to find out that she's from Yoruba land. That's interesting. So I'm going to take Victoria up on a challenge that she posed to me about trying a Cuban dish. So you guys stay tuned for that. But meanwhile, watch out for the next episode coming up on African Roots in Vietnam, where we dig into African and Afro-descendant cultures right here in Vietnam. So thank you for sticking with us. God bless you. I'm always your host, Mr. Nam, the Channel Vietnam. Thank you for watching. I'm out.